Hey, what's up guys, it's Zach. Today we're back and we're going to do another review. Today we're going to be looking at the Adidas 4Ds. Alright guys, first thing we're going to take a look at is the box. I never really do box reviews for anything, but for this shoe, the box is pretty cool. So what we have here is basically Adidas 4D written here on the box, reflective material, and the Adidas logo here. It's actually almost like a Yeezy box in the sense where it is a pull-out box. This has like a flap here. It's an indentation of a triangle. I'll show you how it opens in a second here. So what you do is turn it to here. Size logo is also here. So I went with the size 9.5 on these. I'm trying to see if there is a suggested retail tag. I do not see it. Has this really nice pattern here, as you guys can see. When opening this, just grab this here and pull. And the box just gets very long like this. And then this piece with the Adidas actually pulls up. So what you do is you pull this part up, and then you have your paper here, and then the shoes are here. Alright guys, so let's take a look into the shoe. So basically what we have here is the Alphaedge 4D. The Alphaedge design is pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of a PrimeKnit NMD and a cross between the PrimeKnit Ultra Boost, if you guys ever seen them. Unfortunately, I never picked up a pair of the PrimeKnit Ultra Boost, and the ones I'm referring to are not your standard Ultra Boost that are all prime. I'm referring to like the sock one. It looked more like a sock. They were pretty interesting, and I never got to get myself a pair of those. But these have that exact same type of upper in a sense. It's very stretchy, so it's basically like a sock. And I get everything that's PrimeKnit from Adidas half a size under. So I'm a size 10, and I wound up going with a 9.5. I recommend that anybody that is getting a PrimeKnit shoe with Adidas, if you haven't had them already or aren't used to them, go with a half size down. Give it a try. It fits more like a sock. It's definitely more comfortable, and I just find it to be a lot better looking as well. I don't like a shoe that looks too big on someone. I prefer a shoe that like looks fitted to your foot, and that's exactly how these PrimeKnits work, and they do look pretty good on. It's a really sharp design. I mean, regardless from this top sock part, this is actually all 3M. That's the colorway I wound up going with. I'm not sure if you guys can see it here, but there's some 3M on the top, and it's just scattered pattern all throughout. And it goes all the way around the shoe, and even on the tongue here we have some 3M stripes. You get like a rainbow reflective 3M here as well, like a spectrum. And that goes all the way up the back. So it's pretty interesting. It's a pretty cool overall upper design. As for the midsole, that's what stands out the most, obviously, because Adidas 4D is 3D printed. They use a carbon-based 3D print, so that's like a liquid treatment. That's like a liquid 3D print, and it traces out these soles. As for the overall upper of this, it's very hollow. As you can see, like the holes go straight through, and it's pretty interesting that they left it this hollow, but I guess that's how the 3D print carbon base works. And basically that's, I guess, where the responsiveness comes from, because this is actually not hard. It actually feels like a rubber. It's soft. And it's pretty cool. It's a soft material here, so it's not the softest. I mean, clearly it's nothing like Boost, but it has some give to it. It has some response. Wearing these on foot now, it was more comfortable wearing them in the top half. The heel part is actually where it was a little bit uncomfortable. And when I'm saying uncomfortable, I'm kind of comparing this to an Ultra Boost or like my Nike Reacts that I also have. Those two shoes are very good technologies when wearing a sneaker. The midsoles are really good. Boost and React, they're a good comparison. Obviously Boost definitely is better, softer, more comfortable. React has a different feel. I find that shoe to be very, very narrow. This one fits good just like the Ultra Boost fits, and it has that initial good start when wearing them, but over time it's just not as responsive enough in the heel area for me to where you could wear this all day long constantly. So I wound up getting these couple months ago actually, but I just wound up getting around to wearing this shoe, and I actually really did like it. So it's not an uncomfortable shoe. It's just, in comparison to Boost and React, it's just not up there. And that's all I mean by that. It's not as comfortable as that. I think we tend to get spoiled by Boost because Boost became so popular. There's so many pairs of Boost, to the fact that, you know, anything else we put on is like, this isn't very comfortable. Out of the other Adidas shoes, outside of Boost, this is probably your next best. This is also really not the most popular though, due to its price tag. The price tag on these was $300, and now they dropped. I believe I got these for $200, or no, I probably got them for $150. I can't remember because it was a while ago that I purchased these, but it was definitely a price where I was like, alright, I'll definitely buy those. I'm thinking it was $150 because I bought them as soon as I saw the sale go up for it. It was instantly. And I really wanted to have this more because what a lot of people don't realize about this is technically a prototype. Anything that Adidas is releasing 4D right now is technically a prototype, including the Adidas 4D, the Ultra 4Ds actually is what they were called. It was an Ultra Boost combined with the 4D sole. This, instead of being the iconic green, it was black. So it looked really interesting. I did not get that pair. But basically what 4D's plan is in the future you can go into a store, and when you go into the store, Adidas will monitor your pressure points. So you're going to stand on like a scale or a pressure plate or something, and it's going to trace the outside of your foot and get a perfect mold, and they will custom make you one of these 3D printed soles from one of the carbon-based 3D printing machines. It will create you this, and then you'll choose your upper. The upper will match the top. They'll seam it together, and I'm assuming they'll just send it to you when it's complete, and you'll get a full responsive midsole that goes with your foot. So as I said before, for me it was responsive for the first half. This part wasn't. So I'd probably have a thicker part here. If they monitored, they'd see I have a lot more pressure on the heel. Overall, this is just a base mold that the machines are printing out, and they're just putting it onto a shoe and releasing it, going, here you go, you guys can have this as an example of what we're going to be producing. And that's what's so interesting about the shoe. But a shoe that looks like this, I mean, the main reason I got this one is just because I really wanted to own a 3D printed shoe. It's just cool to have in your collection. If you're a sneaker collector, sneakerhead, I highly recommend getting a pair just so you have a shoe that is 3D printed. It is interesting to see that, you know, we're creating stuff like this now. I guess we'll take a look at the bottom as I keep turning it over. The bottom here is the Continental outsole. They use the Continental rubber because it's supposed to not wipe away as fast. I only wore these one time, and it actually already looks like it's starting to fade on me here, and that's just something with the Adidas shoes. The traction has never really been super good. Obviously the Continental is going to be better, but we'll see how long these hold up, because I definitely will be wearing these again. Also, I heard rumors that you can break this in a little more from wearing it more, so I'm going to do that as well. As I said, once again, the shoe is comfortable, just not as comfortable as an Ultra Boost. Other things to say is probably don't want to wear these in dirt, because I've seen on YouTuber account Heskicks. He's one of the best out there, so definitely give him a follow if you guys don't already. He got dirt in here intentionally to show you guys like how hard it is to clean this. If dirt tends to get into this, like, yeah, you're probably screwed, in the sense that the shoe actually, he said, picks up more weight because the dirt's in there, and also getting it out is hard. He had to use like a water pick or like pressurized water to shoot it out. And it's very difficult, and I'm pretty sure the drying process wouldn't go so well and all that. So try to wear these on dry concrete surfaces or like indoor surfaces. You don't want to go into dirt. I wouldn't run in grass with this shoe just because of that purpose. But if you're buying these as like your daily wearing shoes, I mean, go right ahead. But yeah, you're probably going to jack this up here because this is not as hard as a rock. It is responsive and squishy to it. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, the insert's just a basic insert. So overall comfort, as I said once again, is solid. Really nothing else to say about this shoe. We pretty much went over everything. It's a pretty basic review. I'm just getting it out there just to show you guys I've worn it, giving you my thoughts, opinions on it. There's really no reason to go all in depth on this material and everything. It's just a prime knit. Laces seem to be normal, and laces are also ineffective as well on a shoe like this. I mean, you could probably tighten it up, but it's not really going to do much because you're being tightened by the prime knit, hence why I go down half a size. These are just kind of there for show in a sense. I guess they can do a little bit, but nothing serious. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer anything you guys have for me there. Make sure you guys stay subscribed, tune in for notifications because we have more coming in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.